everyone. In this online lecture, we will start our for lesson number 1 from EVS. That is, name of the lesson is our environment. We can see here a picture with so many things in our surrounding. We can see a tree, a monkey on the tree, a squirrel on the tree, then some stones, a river, rabbit, some houses are there, mountains we can see, trees, plants, so many things we can see in this picture. There are many things around us. They form our environment. There are stones and rocks and soil. There are rivers and streams and lakes. There is air. There are hills and mountains. There are jungles. There are fields and houses and roads and also barren lands. We also see many different animals around us. Different types of trees and bushes and climbers make our environment beautiful. We too are a part of this environment. So, which things are included in the environment that is given here? We can see the things around us. There are so many things around us, that is stones, rocks, soils, rivers, streams, lakes. Air is also there, hills, mountains, jungles, fields, houses, roads, barren lands. These are included, all the things are included in the environment. Also different types of trees, bushes and climbers, and we, the human being, are also a part of the environment. A sparrow and a roadside stone. Now we will see a difference between a sparrow and a roadside stone. Now let us look at a stone and a sparrow in surroundings and compare them. A stone remains where it is. Its place changes only if someone picks it up and moves it. It does not eat, so it doesn't grow bigger. It does not have babies either. अभी जो हम लोग पत्थर देखते हैं जो किसी एक साइड में पड़ा रहता है, इफ़ यू सी द स्टोन रिमेन्स वेयर इट इज़, हमेशा वो पत्थर उसी जगह पे रहता है. इट्स प्लेस चेंजेस ओनली इफ़ समवन पिक्स इट अप एंड मूव्स इट. अगर कोई उसको उठा के, वेन एवर समवन पिक्स द स्टोन एंड कीप इट ऑन द अनदर प्लेस, देन ओनली द प्लेस ऑफ द स्टोन विल चेंज. अदरवाइज द स्टोन विल बी रिमेन ऑन द सेम प्लेस. इट डजंट ईट. It does not eat any food, so it doesn't grow bigger. He is not eating anything, the stone is not eating anything, so it will remain in the same as it is in the size. It does not have babies either. He does not have the babies, just like human beings or animals or birds having their babies, like that stone will not have the babies. Now we will see about the sparrow. It is not the same with sparrow. The characteristic, the points which we have seen regarding with the stone, it is not same with the sparrow. They build nest. Sparrow build nest. They move here and there on their own. Sparrow can go here and there from one place to another on their own. They eat insect and grains. The food of sparrow is insects and grains. That is why they grow. And the sparrow is eating food. That's why she grows in size. They lay eggs in nest. Sparrows giving eggs in the nest. Little sparrows hatch from these eggs, and the young one of the sparrows hatch out from the eggs. Sparrows take a lot of care of their young ones, and sparrows take care. A lot of care is taken by the sparrow of their young ones. So this is the difference between the sparrow and a roadside stone. Now we will see next part, that is living thing and non-living thing. Why do we see these differences between the sparrow and the stone? The points which we have seen, or we compare a sparrow and a stone. Why there is a difference between sparrow and the stone? The sparrow is a living thing and the stone is a non-living thing. A difference because the sparrow is a living thing and the stone is non-living thing. Things in our surroundings form two groups, living things and non-living things. In the starting we have seen so many things, the name of the things which is surrounded by us. In that, some are living things and some are non-living things. Living things are of two kinds, plants and animals. Living things में दो type आते हैं. First one is plants and second one is animals, because both have the different points or different characteristics. Here we can see a chart, things in our surrounding, that is living things and non-living things. And living things, there are two kinds, animals and plants. Now again we will move toward the lesson. Animals have babies and seedlings grow from seeds. Animals having babies and plant का जो growth होता है, the growth of the plant takes place from the seedlings. The seedlings then grow into plants. The seeds, from the seeds, the plant is growing. This tells us that plants are living things, and this characteristics tells us that plants are living things. Plants too move. For example, when a bird blooms into a flower, its petals open. Plants also move. How we can say this? There is an example, when the bird blooms into a flower, its petals open. So that is the movement of a flower. But movement of plants are not so easily seen. But the movement of a plant, as we can see, animals can move from one place to another. Bird can fly from one place to another. Like that, we cannot see the movements of a plant so easily. Plants also need food, just like animals, birds, human beings. Plants also need food for their growth. Of course, plants do not move from place to place like animals do. Obviously, plants will not move from one place to another place like animals. So if it is possible, then we can see a pet, we can see a tree. One day we can see it is on the right side, and when we will observe on the another day, it will on the left side. So if we can see like this, then only we can we can assume that plant will move, but it is not possible. Their roots hold them down in one place. The roots of the plants hold them down in one place. So movement of the plant is not possible. This is a big difference between plants and animals, and this is a major difference between the plants and animals regarding with their movement. Next one, the relationship between all things in the environment. जितने भी चीज़ें हैं, all the things which are included in the environment, everyone has some relationship. So what is that? We will see here now. Water and air are a part of the environment. All living things need them. Living things also need food. They get their food from the environment. Water and air is also the part of the environment that we have seen in the starting of the lesson. All living things need them. All the living things need them for their living. Living things also need food. They get their food from the environment. All the living things are getting their food from the environment only. Whatever living things need to survive, they get from their environment. Living things, to survive them, what they required, they are getting from the environment only. Birds build nest. They need cotton, twigs and threads to build them. Just like human beings, birds also make shelter for themselves on their own, and for that they need cotton, twigs and threads to build them. They get these things from the environment, and all these things they are getting from the environment only. Human beings use so many things from the environment, like animals, plants, birds, human beings also uses many things from the environment. We get cotton, wool and silk from our environment. We weave clothes from them. So we are wearing the different types of clothes, that is cotton clothes, woolen clothes and silk clothes. We make things like mats, baskets, paper from materials in our environment. We build houses using clay, stone and wood. These materials too we get from our environment. The things which we are making, human beings are making that mats, basket, paper, all these materials uh, we can get from our environment. And we build houses by using clay, stone and wood. All these things also we are getting from the environment. The seeds of some plants are scattered by the wind. The seeds of some plants are scattered because of the wind. As a result, seedling of those plants grow in new place. Because of the wind, the seeds of some plants are uh, dropped down in the different places, and because of that the plants grow in the new place. Thus plants too get help from the environment. So plants is also getting help from the environment to grow a new plant. Living things take many things from their environment. What effect does that have on the environment? Animals like vultures and foxes eat the flesh of dead animals. एनिमल्स लाइक वल्चर्स एंड फॉक्सेस, वल्चर्स और फॉक्सेस जो है वो जो डेड एनिमल्स रहते हैं उनका फ्लेश या फिर उनका जो मांस रहता है वो खा के वो उनके ऊपर उनका जो सर्वाइव करते हैं वो लोग. Thus they clean the environment while they satisfy their hunger, and in this way they are cleaning the environment as well as they satisfy their hunger. Remains of dead animals decay. They mix with the soil. Remains of dead animals, जो भी dead animals है उनका जो भी bones वगैरह जो भी रहता है वो soil में mix हो जाता है. Leaves fall off trees. They too rot and get mixed with in the soil. अभी पेड़ के जो पत्ते गिरते हैं वो भी मिट्टी में, वो जो ज़मीन के ऊपर गिरते हैं वो पूरा रॉट मीन्स सड़ना, सड़ने के बाद वो पूरी तरह से मिट्टी में मिक्स हो जाते हैं. दिस मेक्स द सॉइल फर्टाइल, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दिस जो सॉइल है वो फर्टाइल होती है, एंड इट इज़ अ गुड सॉइल टू फॉर द प्लांट्स ग्रोथ. प्लांट्स गेट नरिशमेंट फ्रॉम फर्टाइल सॉइल, और ऐसे सॉइल में से प्लांट्स को नरिशमेंट मिलता है उनकी ग्रोथ होने के लिए. दस लिविंग थिंग्स ब्रिंग अबाउट चेंजेस इन नॉन लिविंग थिंग्स टू. तो ऐसे so in this way we can see living things bring changes in non-living things too. Here some extra knowledge is given is in your book, that is, do you know a sheep's body is covered with wool. The sheep feeds on leaves of shrubs. As it does so, the seeds of some shrubs can get caught in its wool. When the sheep goes somewhere else, the seeds may fall off there. Thus, the sheep helps new seedlings of the shrub to grow in many different places. In this way, the sheep, which is an animal, and the shrub, which is a plant, help each other. Here we can see that the animal and plants help each other. Just like shrub, we can see here the height of the plant. It is a very small plant, so that the sheep can eat leaves from that plant. That is called the shrub. The sheep, when the sheep eats the leaves of the shrub, the seeds of the plants may get stuck into the wool of the sheep's body. And when the sheep moves from one place to another, at that time the seeds may fall down on another place, and so that the new plant will grow on the another place. Like this way, so we can see here the how the animals and plants help each other in the environment. Next one is the what we have learned in this lesson, that we will see in the short. There are many living things many things in our environment. Some of them are living things and some are non-living things. Living things can move on their own. Living things need food. Food helps them to grow. Living things produce young ones like themselves. So these are some points regarding with the living things. They can move on their own, they need food, and food helps them to grow, and they produce young ones like them. Living things are of two kinds, plants and animals. Living things get all that they need from the environment. जो भी उनको लगता है, जो भी उनकी ज़रूरतें हैं, वो सब environment में से complete होती है. Living things bring about changes in non-living things too. All things in the environment depend upon each other. Next one, that is always remember. We should always remember this point. The needs of all living things are fulfilled by things in their environment. Such things should not be allowed to go waste. We must take care that we do not cause harm to the environment. The needs of all living things are fulfilled by things in their environment. तो जो भी living things की ज़रूरतें हैं वो उनके environment से fulfilled होती है या फिर complete होती है. Such things should not be allowed to go waste. और ऐसी चीज़ें हम लोगों को waste नहीं करनी चाहिए जो हम लोगों को environment में से मिलती है. We are getting by the nature. We must take care that we do not cause harm to the environment. और हमको ऐसा कोई भी काम नहीं करना चाहिए जो environment के लिए harmful हो. So here we have completed our lesson number 1. In the next video we will see the question answers from this lesson.